And we're back again. We thank you for staying tuned, and we're talking to you about preparation for hurricane season next year. Hopefully we won't have to worry about that, but the good thing about it is if we prepare now, then a lot of the problems that happen and knowing what to do if you have to evacuate, you'll already have that mapped out. Need to start now so you can write out, make reservations, whether you're going to make reservations for a hotel or make reservations to stay at family or friends' homes outside of the hurricane zone or hurricane area that is projected. You need to start working on that relationship and just talking to family and friends and saying it's for emergency reasons, and hopefully it may just be a 1 or 2 night stay, and hopefully it won't be that much of an inconvenience. That's if you're going with family. If not, you need to make preparations, knowing which hotel you want to go to so you can start making plans for that as well, because a lot of activities take place, and you may get in a situation you have to go further than you want to go just to evacuate. Want to say to you, which is important because this is the month of November, remember something special is happening this month, and that is election, national election for the president. And so you need to get out, if you haven't already, get out and vote November 6th. That's Tuesday, November 6th. Get out and vote, and start early. The good thing about it, I think the polls open up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so get out and vote, because voting is one of your constitutional rights. You need to exercise that, because that is one way that you not only show your opinion, but you tell your opinion by getting out and voting for the candidate of your choice. So that's what's taking place, as well as some other activities that will take place in the month of November. But I think that's very important as citizens of America, that we have that opportunity to get out and vote, and we should never take that for granted. We should always thank God that we have that God-given right to vote, because also there are going to be local elections as well that you will have to vote about, and some constitutional amendments that are on the ballot that you need to vote about, and so that you can't be upset when the candidate maybe not of your choice, but if you don't vote, then it's going to be the candidate that you did not vote for who gets in office, and it's a simple thing. If you don't vote, you shouldn't be complaining about who's in office, and you can't complain about what amendments passed, because you didn't exercise your right to vote. So you need to do that November 6th. Get out and vote. The polls are open early, and I think they stay open late. So in most cases, there are not too many excuses you can make. You've already missed the opportunity for early voting. That cutoff date was October 30th. So now you have to go to the polls and exercise that gift that you already have to vote. Also, I want to say hello to a good friend of mine that I recently seen, Railroad Red. He's an individual that used to work for the railroad, but he's enjoying the leisure of retirement and just riding around on his bicycle and enjoying that experience of just being retired. So I want to encourage him to keep on giving senior citizens an opportunity to see that they can really enjoy retirement. I had an opportunity to talk to him about some of the guys that he worked with on the railroad, and some of them are deceased. So we thank God that he's still around and he's still doing something in the community. Also, our prayers go out, and congratulations to Pastor Rainey Daniels of the Plymouth Rock Missionary Baptist Church and his celebration of his wedding, his new bride, Sister Dorothy Daniels. They tied the knot on October 28th, and so they're celebrating their wedding bliss at this time, excited about being together. Great wedding, I have to say, a very outstanding wedding, and as a pastor, he did a great job inviting his church to come out and attend, and just an awesome experience. And so something to look forward to is probably at least 5 years after they've been married to celebrate a 5-year anniversary, and hopefully they'll get up to at least the 20 or the 25th year anniversary. That way I can enjoy eating their cake. And so those are some of the things that November will bring. They will bring great excitement, great activity, great involvement with individuals, great programs. We're looking forward and bringing on some of the guests that will tell you some things that will hopefully inspire you. If you're not inspired now, hopefully the guests that we're working on to get will inspire you to do some things in your community, do some things at your church, and just do some things at the house. You know, some of the get away from the mundane activity, what you do all the time. Some of them will invite you to change your routine and do something different. And it may not require you doing a whole lot. It may just require you to do some activity of exercise and not just jogging, just getting healthier by just walking, maybe walking 1 or 2 blocks, keeping your pressure down, eating healthier. Instead of eating a whole lot of fatty food, eating a lot of foods that's high in protein and low in cholesterol, helping your system so you can keep on living, and encouraging the young people that there is a reason to keep living to get old. That's always a saying when some of the young people get around the older people and they look at them and say, "You are really old." And the older people say, "Yeah, keep living, and you may get as old as I am." And so I think it's encouraging just to be around older people, and the mixture of the old and the young together gives a blend of a reality that may come to pass for some young people, and it helps. I think it helps the old people to see some of the angst that they may have incurred in looking at the young people, some of the things that they may have went through when they were young. And so they're a good teacher. They're a good inspirational, visionary teacher to show them and tell them some of the things that you're doing, you need to stop doing. And I'm not just talking because of just knowing, but talking out of personal experience, some of the experience that some of the older people have gone through. They can tell you don't go through it, because they can tell you how the outcome will come out. Again, we just thank God again that this month has come in. We're praying for all the citizens of the city. We're praying. We got a lot of events that's coming up, and we definitely have as a highlight of one of the events we're in the city next year will be the Super Bowl locally here in the city. So we'll see a lot of tourists, but the important thing is we have an opportunity to show visitors how we live here in New Orleans, and hopefully we want to deal with the crime situation that New Orleans is known as the Big Easy, a very laid-back type of city where hopefully people live a long time because they don't allow the stress of life to overtake them. But you know, that's the premise of why it's the Big Easy, because it's just so easy to live here in the city. And so some of the things we've been seeing is showing that it's not as easy as we think it is because of the difficulty of the violence that's taking place and the crime, and it's not just in one area, as sometimes it used to be just predominantly in one area. Crime is all over in the city, and that's a concern that every citizen should be concerned about, because we want our kids to grow up having an opportunity to see why we stay here in New Orleans. We love the city. We love the beauty of the culture. We love all of that, but we also love a crime-free city where you don't have to worry about going out in the daytime, going out at night, and you know, you're already protected. And it's good to have the police present, but we should have a presence of mind that you can walk the streets safely and nobody's going to harm you. Again, our prayers go out to the citizens in New Jersey, New York area. I think their damage is going to amount maybe comparable to Katrina, but maybe not as much. But and damage, it's something that cannot be measured because of sentimental reasons. As some of our citizens here in New Orleans after Katrina, and losing valuable items such as photographs that probably span maybe some areas a century or half a century, and now they're gone. And so it's only a mental recollection of some of their loved ones that have gone on, and some of the things that historically they have done. And if no other family member has that record, they're all lost. So we know some of the feelings of regret and losing items that are very sentimental and valuable to the individual. The good news is that God is giving you another opportunity. You still have your life. If your car is gone, you still have opportunity to get another car. If you have a home, you still have an opportunity to either repair or rebuild that home, but you still have your life that's so important and valuable. Again, we invite you. We always say it's almost time for us to go to a church of your choice and worship the Lord. We invite you to come on out to True Love Missionary Baptist Church, 2710 Phillips Street. Worship time is at 8 a.m. in the morning. Regular worship service this Sunday morning. Come out and hear the man of God preach the word of God. Be excited about the choir singing the songs and the hymns unto God to give thanks for all that he has done. Again, we're going to be bringing you more information, but until then, we just ask God's choices, blessing on you. God bless you and God keep you. That's our prayer.